So in this video, I'm just going to be showing you some magazine research that I've been doing recently. So we'll just head pretty much straight into it. Sight and Sound. This is a more critical magazine based around, obviously, around film in general. What I will do is just look at the design on this quickly. So, as you can see, basic column text. I'm just going to go over a few of the basic conventions first. Column text obviously is like the main convention of a magazine review. If you know, most of them are written with column text, mostly because it's the easiest design to actually read. But this one obviously it sticks to a more black and white theme, so it does remind me, when I first read it, it reminded me of a newspaper, whereas the other two that I'll be looking at are a bit more design based. This one sort of does strike me as a bit more formal, I would say. So we're just going to be looking at the fact that basic conventions, titles obviously are bigger than normal text, but that's quite an obvious convention. You've got things like page numbers and text written in different colour as well. I think Sight and Sound, what it does, it puts the important text in red and the not so important text in black. You also obviously have sometimes you will have, sorry, I'm just trying to check my notes here, the title of the film obviously in the biggest text, and you'll have obviously the photos there with captions and things like that that are scattered around the page. You don't want them all, because of the way we're doing it. You wouldn't have one page just one big picture and the other page just text. It wouldn't look right. So you want to find a balance between images and text to make it interesting to read and not look like a massive lump of text. Just going on to the second design now. You can see this is a proper double page spread. The first one obviously was just a single page. So looking at this, they've put the title, I'm assuming it's like the title of the film here. We could say that the title of the film is in the bottom right in big text. Also, yet again, they're using the red and the black combination of text. You've also got images scattered around the page, like I said, but you also have like images on graphics. Now, what I mean by this is that it's not a white background with black text. In this case, it's just a rectangle, but often you can have different shapes and put the text onto that. So they've got like a pinky sort of rectangle in the top right there, which sort of makes that part of it stand out more. This could be done to focus the attention towards that part of the magazine more than anything. And that's what I think it's probably been used for there. And also things like that aren't specifically on here. Tagline, I know, because reading from Sight and Sound, reading it in class, taglines are featured, directors are featured, where it was filmed is featured, the duration of the film is featured, and they might often give a rating out of 5 at the end. Those are all conventions, but not featured on this double page spread. Things that I would criticise Sight and Sound for: lack of sort of symbols and creativity to break up text. A lot of the times, like you can see here, the amount of text does sort of strike you and would make you, think there's a massive thing to read here. They could split out their paragraphs better and their columns using just little symbols, or larger text, as in like critical quotations in big text and things like that, would probably make it seem more appealing to read. So what I'm probably going to do now is just split each of the different magazines into a separate video, mostly because I've got too much to talk about just for one video to put it all in there. So that's pretty much all I've got for the Sight and Sound research that I've done. So thank you for watching.